Hello, happy Sunday. Great to be here. How are you doing? I'm very excited to be with you as always. It's a beautiful Sunday. How are you doing? If you're here, let me just know you're here. Type in the comments, say hello, say hi, say happy Sunday. Let me know you're here. How are you doing today? This song is by Travis Green. I have no right to this song. The title of the song is Love Will Always Win. Love would always win. Hi, Abayomi. Great to see you. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. All right. How are you doing? Let me know in the comments. Love is the language. Love is the language. Stronger than hate. Great to be here with you. In the end, love will always win. Love will always win. Mm, mm. Let me know how you're doing. Please just type in the comments. You're welcome to this live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we'll be addressing a very, very, very interesting question. Without love, we got nothing. Yeah? Mm? Mm? Okay. So I'll just pause that and go straight into what we have for today. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I can't see any comments. Please just let me know you're here. Let me know that you can hear me and you can see me. Okay. So today we're going to be addressing a question I posted. I think that was 2 days ago or 3 days ago. There's a series that I started on the group, and titled is Intimacy Sex, right? And there was a question that came up, and I said I was going to address it, through a video, and that is what I want to do now. Thank you so much. Okay, happy Sunday, ma'am. Doing fine. Awesome. Great to know you're doing well. Yeah. Okay, so the question, I'm going to read the question, even though I already typed it up on this video. All right. So it says, why do intimate marriages crash beyond repair despite efforts from one partner to make it work while the sex therein goes on? I'll take it again. Please let me know, confirm that you can hear me and you can see me. All right. If you can hear me and you can see me, let me just see it in the comment. Just type loud and clear. All right. Why do intimate marriages crash beyond repair? Awesome. Thank you so much, Jato Emmanuel. Great to see you. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Please just type in the comments. Let me know. Type loud and clear so that I will know that you can actually hear me. It says, why do intimate marriages crash beyond repair despite efforts from one partner to make it work while the sex therein goes on? All right. So I'm going to address this question and I'm going to start from the very end. All right. And it says that while the sex therein goes on. So I want to say something about that. All right. And I think I already addressed it in my post that I started sharing, the series that I started sharing, where I asked, is intimacy sex? All right. That you are having sex in marriage is not an indicator that that marriage is working. That you are having sex in marriage is not an indicator that that marriage is working. People have sex for different reasons. People have. All right. I think we lost that again. Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, awesome. Abayomi says loud and clear. All right. So let's just go straight into this. People have sex for different reasons. That you're having sex in your marriage is not an indicator that that marriage is working. So people have sex out of duty, all right, out of compulsion, right, out of pity, all right. Some people have sex out of manipulation. Some people are manipulated into having sex, all right. And some people also have sex out of genuine interest to bond, right, and to be intimate with with their spouse, all right. So that you're having sex in marriage is not an indicator that the marriage is working, all right. So except the sex is really good and is mutually pleasurable. All right. It has to be mutually pleasurable. Okay. So that is when you can actually say that, yes, we are having, good sex and it is leading towards intimacy in marriage. Okay. So again, the question, why do intimate marriages crash beyond repair despite efforts from one partner to make it work while the sex daring goes on? So I wanted to say that the fact that there is sex, going on in the marriage is not an indicator that the marriage is working. It's not an indicator that the marriage is working. And we already established that people have sex for different reasons. Some see it as duty, some see it as something that must be done. Some see it as, oh, they are being manipulated. Their spouses manipulate them to have sex, right? And some see it as something they do it out of compulsion. Some even do it out of pity. Okay, so they're not necessarily enjoying it. And of course, if it is one-sided, then you cannot say that that marriage is an intimate marriage. You cannot say that you're intimate with your partner. It has to be mutually pleasurable. It has to be mutually pleasurable. So ensure that it is not one-sided. Okay. And yeah, so the second thing I want to, in addressing this question is that it actually takes two to tango. It takes two to tango, because here the question says, despite efforts from one partner to make it work. All right. So it takes two to tango. There is only as much that one person can do. The best that one person can do, or one spouse can do, is to keep being good, is to keep behaving well, all right, is to keep being positive, okay, is to keep being at peace, because this is not even for your partner now, it is for your own sanity, it is for your own peace, okay, because really no partner can change any partner. People change when they are actually ready to change. People change when they see the need to change. So the best one partner can do is to remain good, is to remain positive, is to remain well behaved, so that in the process of that, the person's partner can now see or can be influenced positively, all right, into change. All right. So this is not automatic. Like I said earlier, it is nobody can change anybody. We are not called to fix people. I shared some time back, if you have been watching, following me, you would have heard of my story. At the time where I tried to fix my spouse, I tried, because I just wanted to fix some, personality traits, temperament types, that I was not just comfortable with that, and I realized that, even me that wanted to fix somebody, I needed fixing. But I did not know that I even needed fixing. So it was when I got tired of, when I got tired of being unhappy, of being frustrated, I now started asking myself, some questions. And that led me, on a journey to solution. It was on that journey that I got fixed myself. I got fixed and I got healed and I learned a whole lot. I took some courses, and I learned a whole lot on how to, embrace the totality of my spouse. Because these things that I thought I could change were actually the things that attracted, me to my spouse, attracted us to each other in the first place. All right. So when you say, despite one person's effort, one partner's effort to make it work, it takes two to tango. All right. However, one partner, can start the process of change. All right. One partner can start the process of change, but you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to continue to be positive. All right. I know sometimes it may be difficult, right? especially when your efforts are probably not appreciated, or when you feel, oh, you're tired, you're not seeing changes. You have to be patient. All right. So another thing I want to address is that there is no marriage that is not prone to crashing, whether intimate or not intimate, or there is no marriage that is not prone to crashing. So great marriages are made, right? They are not born. Great marriages are made, they are not born. So it is an everyday, continuous journey. It takes continuous nurturing, it takes continuous learning, it takes continuous growing to continue to enjoy a happy and intimate marriage. All right. So the question that says, why do intimate marriages crash, beyond repair, despite effort from one partner? So the fact that it is even one partner already that is, that is the fact that it's only one partner that is even making it work in the first place doesn't make it healthy enough. All right. So it takes two. But of course, like I've already established, while you're waiting, and while you're patient, while you're hoping, and trusting that your partner will also get on board, on the journey, or get on board on the path that you think, or you feel is healthy for the both of you. You have to be consistent, you have to remain positive, you have to your behavior has to be positive, so that you can influence your partner in the process. So you cannot force change. You cannot, no matter how much you compel, no matter how much you nag, no matter how much you shout, no matter how much people just change when they're ready to change. That's just the hard truth. People change when they're ready to change. All right. So, and I also want to say that when we get married, we're not supposed to relax. Okay, when we get married, that is when the work even should double the work that you were doing before you got married. Now that you're married, you should do double. Okay, you should do double at being intentional. All right, because people relax. Okay, people relax, and people do not have a vision. People do not have cultures. Anytime, if you have been following me, you will know that I always mention vision, I always mention culture. All right. And I've shared that also in my book, Start Right. You will see everything. You need to build a vision, you need to build a culture around sex, culture around romance. And of course, it's not just to build it, you need to consistently appraise, because we all evolve. All right. So what you build, what you started right before marriage, you now need to sustain with continuous appraisal. You need to sustain with continuous appraisal. All right, because people are a product of we're all product of different backgrounds, different experiences, different ideologies, different belief systems, different values. Okay, so now that you're coming together with your partner, it takes intentional work, it takes intentional effort to come to a meeting point. It takes intentional effort to still remain on the same page. And how can you remain on the same page? It is by having a vision, it is by having developing a culture around the different areas of your marriage. So you may be watching me now and you're thinking, perhaps thinking, oh, that my marriage needs help. I need help. We need help in our marriage. My marriage is crashing. All right. I've tried and I've tried my best, and I cannot seem to find any help. It's not working. All right. I want to encourage you today that your marriage can work. Marriages are still working. You only need to be intentional. You need to be patient through the process. All right. Because it is not automatic. All right. So you need to go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board of your marriage. How did we start? What vision did we start with? Did we even start with any vision in the first place? All right. So did we start with any vision in the first place? So you need to go back to your drawing board and begin to work from there. And perhaps you now see that, oh, even with what I've tried, my partner is not still forthcoming. Then you may want to seek help. You may want to seek counsel. You may want to, to be accountable to a family therapist, or a family coach, or a family counselor. All right. So that you can be put through. You can be guided on how exactly to make things right. All right, because knowledge is gold. There's a book by, I think, her name is Stephanie Obi. Yeah, she wrote a book, Knowledge is Gold. All right, knowledge is the new gold. Because there's from the scriptures, I want to read Proverbs 24. It says that my people, a house is built by wisdom and becomes strong through good sense. All right, this is from verse 3. It says, through knowledge, its rooms are filled with all sorts of precious riches and valuables. Right? And it says that the wise are mightier than the strong. And those with knowledge grow stronger and stronger and stronger. All right. So it now says in verse 6, don't let us go to war without wise guidance, because victory depends on having many advisors. All right. So you see the impact of knowledge. Knowledge cannot be overemphasized. We all need the right knowledge in our marriages. Okay. It says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. Many marriages are perishing today for lack of knowledge. Many marriages are perishing today for lack of knowledge. There is help. There is help available. You don't have to die in silence. You don't have to suffer in silence. It may be emotions, it may be how to manage your emotions. There are loads of courses that you can take on managing emotions. All right. So it's not everything that, oh, you have to spiritualize, you have to, okay, let's go and pray, let's go and fast. All right. I'm not saying that that is wrong. That is not wrong in itself. However, God, as much as we are depending on God, He is also depending on us, because He has given us everything that pertains to life and godliness. If you're sick and you're shaking and you can't move your body, you can't even, do any, would you sit down there and just die there? You will, right? You will call for help. You either call your spouse or call somebody to get you to the hospital. Yes. Okay. So please and please, don't wait till your marriage crash. Don't allow it crash. You can get help today. There is help available for you today. All right. So in answering that question, why do intimate marriages crash beyond repair despite effort from one partner to make it work? So it also depends on the effort that the one partner has been putting, because you need to put the right effort based on the right knowledge, having the right knowledge. All right. So when I said that you're having sex in marriage does not mean that the marriage is working. There are many sexless marriages today that are even good, that are working. All right. So that you're having sex today in marriage does not mean that it is working. Sex, of course, is good. Sex, of course, brings that bond. It makes you intimate. All right. However, people have sex for different reasons. Some have it out of duty. They see it as work. They see it as, oh, I'm doing it. I just pity my spouse. Let me just, at least give her sex or give him sex. All right. Some do it out of manipulation. All right. While some, it is out of genuine interest to actually grow their intimacy. All right. To actually grow their intimacy. So please and please, it takes two to tango. One person can start the process of change and be patient, because like I said, you cannot change anyone. It takes intentional effort. You can't change anyone. People change when they are ready to change. All right. However, one partner can, start the process of change, all right, by through his or her own positive behavior. And it has to be consistent so that you can influence. It's all about influencing, it's all about modeling and influencing. So you model the kind of behavior you want to see in your partner. All right. So this takes a whole lot of intentionality, and that is what I am bringing to you today. You need to be intentional. You need to be intentional. If there is any area, so I mentioned earlier, it could be that you want to learn to manage your emotions. All right, maybe you just there are loads of emotional outbursts in your marriage. All right, and it's not working for you. It brings a lot of havoc and conflict. All right, you can learn how to manage your emotions. If it's that you're not enjoying sex, there are sex therapists that can be of help. We even have loads of coaches in this community. All right, and I even have one watching me at the moment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Dr. Faye. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Rainred. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So there are loads of help available for us in our marriages. So don't allow your marriage crash as a result of lack of knowledge. Do your best. Do what you can do. All right. Yeah, so I hope that this has given us a little illumination. All right, please, if you have further contributions or you have questions, please, I would like to have them. You can drop them in the comments. All right, you can drop them in the comments. So it actually takes two to tango. So if both people do not have a vision, they're not heading in the same direction, then there is bound to be conflict. There is bound to be conflict. There will be conflict. All right, irreconcilable conflict itself. Okay, so both partners have to go back to the drawing board. Both partners have to go back to the drawing board to say, okay, why did we get married? What is the vision for our now? I'm repeating myself because I've already made the point clear. All right, so what is the vision for our marriage? Why did we get married and where are we heading to? And can we build a culture around the different areas of our marriage? Don't take it for granted. It helps a whole lot. It does help a whole lot. All right. So when you have a culture, it's easier. Both of you are on the same page as you get finances, as you get sex, as you get parenting, as you get business, career, you will be on the same page. And then you keep appraising. You will keep appraising each other, appraising your progress so that you will know how to, realign. Peradventure, one of you has evolved, okay, or both of you have evolved because we all evolve as human beings. All right. So I hope that this has helped one person here today to, take that step, all right, to take that step towards, working on their marriage. All right. You can just take that step today. Take that step today as one partner, as a partner that has been working on that. You've made several efforts, you have tried your best. I know that you have done well and you're doing well. All right, you're doing very well. So well done. Well done. Keep up the good work that you're doing in your marriage. Continue the good work that you're doing in your marriage. Be sensitive to know when to call and ask for help, to know when to ask for help. All right? You don't have to die silently or suffer silently in that marriage. So, thank you so much for watching. In absence of any question, please can you drop your contribution? Let me know that you're with me. You can drop your contribution. Let me know that you're actually, with me. Okay, so please, that's why we are taking that series is intimacy sex. If you go back to the group, you see the part one and the part two, where we address that sex, isn't necessarily intimacy. Okay, it is that deep connection, that bond that I have with my partner, that I can say, okay, I can express myself. I can show and be vulnerable to my partner. I can be open and I can be honest with my partner. I can share anything, because I know that, my partner is patient, my partner is willing and is genuinely concerned. He or she is genuinely concerned, to listen and to be of help, to support in any way, possible. All right. So I hope that this, helps somebody today. Thank you so much. Please get the right knowledge. Get the right knowledge, because it's one thing to have knowledge, it's another thing to get the right knowledge, and it's another thing to apply the right knowledge. All right. It's another thing to get it to apply the right knowledge. So you need to begin to apply the right knowledge in your relationship and marriage today. If you have not gotten this book, please can you tell me what you're still waiting for? If you have not gotten start right, can you tell me what you're waiting for? All right. So you need to get start right because it will help you build the right foundation. It will help you re-strategize. All right. So that you can now begin to work with a vision. You can begin to work with the culture. And there is an intimacy worksheet, that would help you continually appraise your relationship with your spouse or your partner on a continuous basis. Okay, so get this book today, and I believe that it will be of help to you and your partner. All right, thank you so much for being here with me. I look forward to coming again this week, to share other, other wonderful, wonderful insights that would help, your relationship and marriage. So thank you. I hope that this question, I've already addressed this question for, the person who asked the question. And if you're not still clear, you can still ask, more questions. And I'm here. I'm here. Thank you. Thank you so much. 700 members today. Couple Connect, we're 700. We're growing steadily. We're growing steadily. And I'm very, very excited that you're in this community. Thank you so much for being part of this community. Please keep inviting people, invite your friends, invite your family, invite as many as you can to join us here so that they can learn one or two things that would help them boost intimacy and genuine happiness in their marriages. Till I come your way, keep loving, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye for now.